Morning. So here we are in Guatemala. It's so true what they say about cruising. Not only do we not have a clue what date it is, don't even know what day it is. All we know is we're in Guatemala, and I think it might still be January. That's about it. So anyway, all four of us have felt a little bit uneasy about Guatemala. Not quite sure why, but we've decided not to go on a trip today, just to get off and do a bit of exploring round the shops and bars round the ship, rather than going out and about somewhere. And on the other side of the ship, just let me show you this first. See all those mountains there? Well, they're all extinct volcanoes, and on the other side of the ship there's a volcano that's smoking. So I might try and get a video of that later. So it's it's going to be an interesting place, Guatemala. So anyway, a few things I forgot to mention just talking to somebody on deck yesterday. Oh, by the way, interrupting myself. Yesterday I was talking to this Canadian lady. Oh, just a minute, Captain's saying something. It's 7:30 in the morning, Captain's just said, and just welcoming us to Guatemala and saying customs is completed so we can get off. Anyway, yesterday I was up on deck talking to this Canadian lady, and this American guy sort of like interrupts our conversation, guy from Virginia. Do you mind me asking where you're from? Saying that to me. I love your accent. Where are you from? So anyway, told him where I was from and that it was Yorkshire, Northern England, the whole 9 yards, trying to explain to him where Leeds is. And he said, I was listening to you the other day, your accent's just brilliant, but I couldn't get a word in edgeways to stop and ask you where you were from. Oh, there's a shock, me talking too much. But anyway, there you go. So we've met some really lovely people on this cruise, and I'm amazed how fascinated people are that we're doing the whole trip, because obviously people are getting on and off well, everywhere we stop there's somebody getting on, somebody getting off, and we've even had people saying to us, are you going to be okay being on this ship for all that time? And it's like, you're having a laugh. We're like on this 5-star ship where the view changes every day, and like today we're somewhere like Guatemala. Who goes to Guatemala? Nobody I know, and here we are. I just find it odd how some people are just in awe, and then other people are, ooh, you're going to be okay all that time on that ship. Anyway, you've got to laugh, because this is our dream. It doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks. Oh yes, another thing I forgot to mention for those who don't particularly know cruising that well. So I've told you all about the laundry and things that happen there. Still waiting for confirmation as to the whys and wherefores of those that got offloaded. But I think it's laundry over the side. But I forgot to explain to you about pineapples. So, if you're walking around the decks where the cabins are and you see a pineapple sticker on somebody's door, that means you're free to knock on the door and that they're swingers. And you can go in and do whatever swingers do. And then, if the pineapple's upside down, it means the people inside the cabin swing both ways. So there you go. That's another thing that happens on cruises. And people think it's boring. It so isn't. What else? What else has been happening on board? Oh yes, we had a right storm at sea yesterday. So much so the ship was listing to the left, so all the water was coming out of the jacuzzis and the swimming pools, and it was that windy. I even had factor 30 on yesterday and got really badly burnt on my face and my arms because of the wind. So it's factor 50 all the way now. So that calm Pacific didn't stay calm for very long. But anyway, let me show you Guatemala again. Let me just have a quick nosy there. So I've shown you the pretty bit that we're opposite, because to the right there's a container depot, and to the left there looks like a coal mine. I'm not sure. But at some point we'll try and get this smoking volcano just to see what's happening. So hello from Guatemala, and catch you all later. If there's such a thing as Wi-Fi just by the side of the ship, I'll download all these. Bye bye.